afternoon, everyone. It is so great to have you here. Welcome to Leader. I'm your host, Geo Ropert, and this exclusive event is presented to you by LEAD Brevard. It's a great day to have you. It's Wednesday, the 6th of May, 12:15 p.m., and we're on time, and we're even recording on Facebook. So if you get a chance to stop in and say hi, we certainly will be loving that, and just do a couple things here, get us all in shape and get us ready to go. I've got my special guest with me today, and I'm very happy to have her. We're going to be introducing her in just a minute, but a quick overview here of what's going on. Of course, I said I'm Geo Ropert. I'm the president of Ropert and Partners Public Relations. I will be your host today. I am also a 2001 graduate of Leadership Brevard, proud graduate, the best class ever, as we say. So, we were. But we are, as we have evolved and as I have come through the community and spent this quality time here, I've really enjoyed the experience that I had with it. One of the best opportunities I had to engage in the community, to find the leaders that were there, to build some great relationships, and to, I hope, continue to contribute to my community and help out where I can. And so what we're doing is kind of taking the leadership skills that a lot of people have learned, not only from Leadership Brevard, but in their professional and their community careers. And we want to share their insights with them, especially during this time. You know, we've had to do a lot of changes in the way that we're doing business. We've had to do a lot of things differently in the way we lead our teams, whether that team is now remote or that team is less than they were. You know, there's so many different things that are happening. The way you communicate to your audiences has changed. And so your leadership style, the things and the way you manage and help others to become their best, really kind of need some input, some advice, and some insights. And so we're going to be bringing those to you every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And if it goes long enough, Eastern Standard Time. So we're hoping it has some legs to it, and we'll keep going. But each day, on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, we're going to bring you a different guest. These are going to be Leadership Brevard graduates. Some of them will meet their board of directors. Some of them who have graduated throughout the years. I know Leadership Brevard goes back into the mid-'80s when the first class graduated. And so we've got a lot of folks who still are here in the community, are still leading by example. And really, they're the ones that make this a great place to live, work, and play. We do love our Space Coast. So we've got a few minutes here today. This is a pretty quick show, so we just want you to sit down, you know, in between bites, enjoy what we're doing, and I would like to take the opportunity to welcome my guest today. Kristin Bakke, the president and CEO of LEAD Brevard, is with me. I'm so happy to have her here. As I said, I graduated in 2001, Kristin's first class. So this relationship has special meaning. We go back to the beginning, but Kristin was able to get through with us, and we were a pretty gnarly bunch, I'll tell you what. So we figured, hey, if she could handle us, she can handle anything, and she surely has. She has grown LEAD Brevard into the leadership development organization for professionals and community leaders, and she has just done a great job. Every year, the class is full with a waiting list. People really, once they hear about this, if they have not taken it, they are in line to do it. And so, Kristin, we're so happy to have you with us today. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Geo. It's a pleasure to be with you and to see you virtually, of course. You know, you haven't changed much since 2001.
A little grayer, a little bit more on the waist size, but mostly still the same, I hope. And thank you, Kristin. Tell me about just a little bit of your background, because you came to us from, if I'm not mistaken, Virginia. And, you know, so kind of a little share, because a lot of people really don't know your background. And so it'd be great for all of us to be able to know you a little bit better.
All right. Well, thank you. I'll keep it short, of course. You know, I'm pleased to be on this show, and hopefully I'm welcoming a lot of Leadership Brevard graduates and other friends on Facebook. So hello and welcome. I grew up in Wisconsin, so I'm a Badger fan, Packers, you know, I mean, that's just how it is where I'm from. But my journey has taken me across the country, from the Midwest to the Southeast to Virginia, and then to Indianapolis. and then in 2000 to Brevard County, Florida. So my predecessor, Jenny Atkinson, was with what was Leadership Brevard for, I think, 15 years. And I've now just coming up on a 20-year anniversary. So, as the voice fades to black.
Time flies when you're having fun. Well, it is, it is. It's
Yeah.
I think that, 20 years has passed. And, but, the one thing that I really like is how many of our graduates are really still engaged in the community, and I really love the fraternity, sorority / sorority, I don't know which one you call it, but of the alumni, because, one of the things is once you are a graduate, you're part of that group, and you have access to those people. These are folks that you can still continue to, or can find out if you need help in a particular area, if you need to talk to somebody with experience in a particular industry, just get insights about what's happening in the communities. Everybody is so plugged in still that it's really great. It's a great resource, not only a great development program, but a great resource for the community to be able to know that you've got a great group of people here. So let's talk a little bit, Kristin, about the whole genesis of Leader to Leader, because this was something we started talking about a few weeks ago, but share kind of your perspective on how this evolved.
Okay, yeah, we obviously, like so many of you all, have had to, we'll use the word pivot, which is going to be the 2020 word of the year, I think, on Wikipedia in the future. But we've had to pivot in this COVID crisis. Our team has gone remote since March 18th, as I know many of you have, and we have quickly adapted to these virtual platforms. But one of the things that we have learned and see every day is that our alumni, our community members, when they're not helping other leaders, they're interested and anxious to be connected. As you mentioned, Geo, our classes, our graduates date back to 1986. So we have a number of people throughout that number of years that are available and interested in staying connected with each other. So while we don't have access to places right now, we do have and are providing through this Leader to Leader forum access to faces. So it's a connectivity tool for us, for our alumni. We want to reach out, let people know that, we're still here. We're in a mode to help and be of service to our community as we make the changes that we need to in our programming going forward. That's
great. And it really is, I think it's, as we said, as we talked about this, we're like, I think this may have some legs. We definitely, I think we're onto the right thing. I think the opportunity to really be able to connect, though, we do these, I love Zoom. I really do. I can't believe how much we're connected and how many people are getting into it, doing it this way. More people wanting to connect via Zoom than by phone call, which blows me away. But it's like that. We're like dying for personal attention and then that personal connection. Absolutely. And connectivity. And so this really is going to be a great thing. We've got a lot of great people lined up to talk about, kind of the things that they're going through. One of the things that I think we're talking about is how are they pivoting in this new dynamic workspace and this economy? How are they adapting to working from home? How are they adapting to leading their teams virtually? And if they are in an office space, how has that changed? Are they working with less people? They got the social distancing and all that. How do meetings happen and what do they still need to do? And I think especially for our community, that's where we really want to be able to reach out and support, these community organizations. So many of us are leaders within those organizations. And we have to take special care now, too, to help them not only get through everything, but also be able to continue and remain strong, because a lot, charities and nonprofits are going to get hit very hard. And I think that's going to be coming soon. So, Kristin, we're sharing today. We've got just a few minutes. I know this is kind of fast-paced thing. We're starting it off at 15 minutes, and we figured, okay, that's good. We'll have a quick conversation. Won't take up a majority of your lunch hour, but you'll still have a chance to hear from us. And so, Kristin, I want you, if you could, just kind of share really the message of Leadership Brevard so that everybody understands that, because its mission and its vision, which I think is so important. If they have not yet heard about it, who hasn't, but there are some, or who haven't taken it
there are
yet.
a few.
Yeah, so you give them a 30-second ad, if you will.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that opportunity, and just be, I want to also recognize and say thank you to all of our community leaders who are on the front lines during this COVID crisis. I know, we have people in the healthcare industry in particular who are working, day and night. And I just wanted to say, thank you from us to you all in those roles. LEAD Brevard's mission, of course, is working together to strengthen our community by inspiring people to lead. And that probably says it all. It's that working together, regardless of, we have people that are part of our organization in the private, public, and nonprofit sector, strengthening our community, whether they're working on a front line in this case, whether they are working in service as a member of a board of directors. I'm grateful for those community leaders who serve LEAD Brevard in that capacity, as well as a shout out to my team of two.
Awesome
Yeah,
team.
awesome. Kristin Klein, Candace Barton, thank you. Just super proud of them and the way that they've been able to work, through these changes. And LEAD Brevard's flagship program, of course, is Leadership Brevard. We're recruiting now for what will be the class of 21. We have a leadership skills development program, Leadership Essentials, and a lot of you may know us for the Leadership Awards program featuring 4 under 40. 2021 will be the 17th year of that event. Wow. So we're looking forward to all of those, as well as some new virtual programming and options that will be coming up as we move forward through this spring and summer.
That's great. That is great. And truly, from what was just a single annual class to what it is today, there's so many resources that you've developed, which are such an asset to our community. And I think it helps so many people. So I applaud you, and I applaud your team and board of directors for that. You've done a great job. Kristin, as we finish up today, you wanted me to share a video that y'all put together. It is on the Facebook page for LEAD Brevard. So if you
sure
have
is
there, but if you could just a quick how this came together and the reason we're sharing this with everybody today.
Well, absolutely. Let me preface it, because I want special thanks to Kristin Klein and her family members who part of the voiceover for the creative work. But, I wrote a newsletter article from my desk that is the frame, the audio, if you will. And Kristin was able to find and piece together a lot of community leader currently helping our community. Leaders helping leaders, just like Leader to Leader today. And so there are 4 words really that from the Gallup research really says in the most succinct way, perhaps, what leaders are looking for now. And those 4 things are trust, compassion, stability, and hope. And it's our hope that as you are able to spend I think it's 2 minutes and 45 seconds of video to watch and celebrate the hope that these community leaders are providing for our community and for each other. And together in hope, we'll move forward.
All right, so let's take a quick, as we wrap it up today, a quick thing here, and I really do appreciate it. It's great to be able to present this to you.
In this uncertain time, One message is critical countrywide. The message is one word. The word hope. People are struggling, anxious and fearful, less confident in our decisions. And people are doing what they often do in moments of crisis. They are looking to leaders for help and for hope. Where do the leaders go when they need help? LEAD Brevard is a resource for hope. We care about you in this community. There are so many of you working in the world of hope, so many examples of leadership in action. Thank you. We're working with our board of directors, committee leadership, and many of you, shifting to virtual convening for Leadership Brevard and Leadership Essentials, as well as events like Recon Brevard and other learning opportunities for our alumni. We're leading with strategic flexibility and want you to continue to be part of our leadership family, even while events and programming as we know it are postponed. We're also learning from some of our peers to ramp up our facilitation skills, focus on mission, and discover new ways to meaningfully connect with you and to connect you with each other. Our goal is to continue to provide leadership value and content to you, to connect and mobilize your networks. We are striving to make a real and lasting impact on your lives when you need it most, to help ensure that this community is healthy when the coronavirus crisis has passed. We are all working in new territory. We appreciate your continued support of our mission, working together to strengthen our community by inspiring people to lead, and welcome your suggestions. When battling this viral enemy, sequestered in our homes and separated by at least 6 feet, we are strengthened by our common purpose, leadership in action, and together in hope. Thank you, guys. Be safe.
That was great. That was great. You guys did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
It's
Thanks
all
very much. We just wanted to showcase our leadership and our leaders in action.
They are a great bunch of people, great community. Love the Space Coast. I left it once and said I would never come back. And when I came back, I said, I will never leave. This truly is a wonderful, wonderful place to call home. So many great people, so many wonderful leaders that really make it through every single day. And like anything, we're going to make it through this. You know, we're coming out now a little bit more that we've got some of the restrictions lifted, but we still have to be safe. We still have to be healthy. We still have to be considerate of others and realize what others are going through. Somebody said something that really was profound, and I read it in Facebook, and I will share this as we close today, but said, you know, the person, you know, who is behind that mask may have been fighting in a war that you don't know about in order to keep you to not wear a mask if you so choose. You know, so it is. Take care of everybody. Understand it. Love your family. Love your friends. Hug your kids. Hug your pets too. They need it. They've been putting up with a lot of people wondering when you're going to leave home. But anyhow, so it's been great. Kristin, thank you so much for joining me. Who's our guest tomorrow?
I think tomorrow features Chris Kern.
Chris
from
Kern.
the Health First Foundation.
Yes, he's great. I kept wanting to say Chris and somebody else's last name, and so thank you for bailing.
No, she does a great job, yeah. And she is also serving at LEAD Brevard as our chair-elect, and will be, you know, following Dale Ketchum's footsteps, and he'll be on later. I want to shout out to our board of directors for stepping up and being interviews, helping us get this off the ground.
I thank them all, everybody. It's been a good time. Well, Kristin, thank you so much for your time today. I certainly appreciate it. Looking forward to more Leader to Leader. The next installment will be tomorrow at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Time. And then it'll start again next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday after that. You can find it all here on the Facebook Live page, and then sooner or later we will upload those as well to the LEAD Brevard YouTube page, so you can see them wherever you'd like on your favorite device. For LEAD Brevard, I am Geo Ropert from Ropert and Partners Public Relations. Boy, you know, there's going to be a day I really wish we can edit live, but we can't. So we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. Bye now.
Geo, thank you.
Thank you, Kristin.
Thank you.